Reziel, you wake up in the morning? What do you do? You know that a carriage is coming to pick you up where you are now. What do you do?
Yeah, so Raziel still lives in his family home. So he would probably um like go by the nearby like river and wash and then get dressed in his leathers are very tight and very form-fitting. He's quite slender with like lilac tiefling skin with two horns that go out and then curl back in. And so he'll adorn his garments, and he has a dark brown satchel that's got all of his belongings in. On his right side of his waist, he has this dagger that's been carved out of a green dragon tooth. That's his prized possession that he loves. And then probably sit on the doorstep in anticipation, waiting for it. Very eager at the prospect of being able to get some wealth for his family and, see what's for dinner. Because all he's been eating is, not great food.
All right, you wait on your doorstep. You have letter in hand, clutching it, ready to go. And you were told that it was supposed to be there first thing in the morning, as soon as you got up. But you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And at this point, it's almost midday.
This is where the horror kicks in.
Tell me about it.
I think at this point he's like getting not agitated but annoyed. Definitely would like fold the letter like up and put it in his pocket, and then maybe after a couple of hours just start pacing backwards and forwards, looking down the road, seeing if it's parked somewhere or lost his address.
Mm-hmm. And eventually, when the traffic out front of your house begins to settle down, and you're there, alone, on a sunny midday, just waiting, it gets quieter and quieter. People are getting to where they need to be. And then you finally hear the sound of those horses. The clip-clop as they are heading down the road. The sun is mostly on its way to setting. You see a jet black carriage being pulled by two very well taken care of stallions. At the reins is an older gentleman in a black leather coat that's pretty long. And you see that he is very proper. He is just looking straight on ahead, and very slowly, without even looking at you, the carriage slowly comes to a stop in front of your house. And you see him set the reins down very gently, and he steps off. We'll show you what he looks like.
Ooh. Oh, he's horrible.
Not boyfriend material at all.
He's not.
Pass.
Definitely not on par with Strahd. But you see him pull out a little letter from under his coat. He looks at it. He looks at the house. He sees you. He closes the letter, puts it away. He says, Raziel?
I kind of like rush over, almost in awe of the theatrics of it all. He's only seen this in the nicer towns and the richer parts of the world, so he's definitely like eyes wide open. Yeah, that's me.
Yes. I apologize, sir. The first charge I was supposed to pick up was rather difficult to find. It took quite a while.
That's fine. Did you send the invitation?
I did not. I was simply hired as the driver.
Oh, well, thank you. Are we picking other guests up on the way?
There are two others on the way. They aren't too far. This one just took quite a while. He is inside.
Interesting. Oh, well.
Please. And he will open the door for you. Do a little
Thank
bow.
you. And Razia will step in.
Inside, it looks very nice. There's a lot of red velvet, black and gold trim.
Nice.
The one thing that looks very out of place is that there is a very muscular bugbear pressed up against the back left side, up against the window. He does not look happy.
Oh my goodness. As the door opens and I halfway get in before I spot him sat in the corner, I stop in place and like a deer in headlights. I'm and then hi.
I'm gonna slowly turn my head to you. Is this here who's gonna clean my axe at the end of the day?
Oh wow.
I don't know about that, but I'm definitely in the running for the inheritance. I kind of nervously and sheepishly get in and sit on the opposite side of the carriage.
You do see that a lot of the legroom is taken up by this bugbear.
Yeah, that's fine. Raziel is very accustomed to being in tight confined spaces, so he's definitely in a little ball in the corner, trying not to make too much eye contact and trying to not to move too quickly as to provoke an attack.
All right. And with that, you hear the clack of the door behind you, and you hear him step back up and take the reins. In only roughly 45 minutes to an hour, for you it is much longer, being just trapped in this tiny box. Eventually, you do see this slowing and acceleration as it begins to come to a stop. And you notice that the sun is beginning to come down, but there's this just feeling of melancholy that is just kind of filling the air. And it seems to almost get dimmer than it should be outside. And looking out the window, you see a woman. Michaela, if you want to describe your character.
Okay, yeah. You see a tall, but kind of hunching over, trying to look less tall, woman with a hood overhead. She's got the same color palette that you see out here. Basically, everything out here is gray and dark and dim, and that is how she's dressed. She'll look up as the cart approaches, and you'll see just stringy white hair, sunken eyes. She kind of looks half dead almost. But yeah, she's got a spell book in hand and a staff kind of tucked in like so. And yeah, she looks very gloomy. And I mean, how long have I been waiting here?
You have been waiting quite a while.
Oh,
at least
boy.
6 hours longer than you need it to be.
Oh, okay. While I was waiting, I probably did a little reading. Let's see of how the day is going. By which I mean I'm gonna do my portals right now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And then I'll say, I just let out a long sigh as the cart finally arrives.
You see him pull up, and he steps off, and you see him look at you for just a moment, and then he just avoids eye contact, like he's looking slightly away from your gaze.
Yeah, I'm looking directly at him.
So
uncomfortably so.
I apologize, ma'am. We are quite delayed.
No, I saw this coming. It's fine. I will
Please.
I'm just gonna, get in the cart. Look at these two. Hello.
Hi. I'm Raziel.
Oh,
What is your problem?
Oh, me, or
Not you, the really sad-looking one.
Oh, phew.
my problem? I don't have any problems. Do you have a problem?
Yes, this ride is taking far too long.
Yes, we should expect it to take even longer. I go by Phaedra. And I will plonk down next to Raziel.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Oh, gotcha. There we go. As Phaedra kind of sits down and relaxes, you definitely feel like a lot of the lights inside the carriage are just slightly dimmer. And you hear him get back up, take up the reins, and you continue forward. Dax, this carriage is so goddamn late. How do you feel about that?
So at first, Dax was like a little bit, he was running late anyway, like, he was performing late the night before. It's picking me up from an inn, not my home. I don't have a home. I just travel. Like, the innkeeper put my chest outside for me, and now I'm sat on it, so just strumming with my loot. I was running a little bit late, as I said, but then after a while, it's like, is he coming? Like, is anyone coming? I haven't arranged a carriage anywhere else. I haven't organized anything. Like, this is my whole plan. So, yeah, furious.
Alright, and as you kind of are just sitting on your large chest, waiting, you do see the carriage come up over the horizon. And almost as if it is pulling the night towards you as the sun goes down. Very slowly, almost agonizingly slowly, it begins to stop right in front of you. And you see him step off, the same gentleman, and he looks around, he pulls out the piece of paper again, looks at it.
You better be
Says,
waiting for me.
Are you a Daxton Silvertongue?
That's me. Are you incapable of keeping time?
I apologize. I take full responsibility.
And so you should. Hardly anyone else can take it. If you would, and I'll point towards the chest, and then I'll get on the cart.
Alright, I am going to give him a strength check to lift your giant chest.
Oh, no, it's not that big at all. Like, any character
Not-
can carry it, except I can't lift it if I've got my
Oh,
backpack on.
except you.
Right? It only weighs 35 pounds. It just weighs...
Oh, okay.
I just can't lift it on top of the 35 pounds I've got on.
You see him lift it up, and he heads to the back, and you kind of just wait for him to open the door for you.
Sorry, it's
He
55
sets it on
pounds,
the back.
exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
It's, yeah, cool.
Still good. He sets it on the back, he rolls kind of like a tarp over it, and pins it on the bottom so that it doesn't go anywhere. Comes back over to the side, he looks a little winded, he's a little older, and he opens the door for you. He says, I apologize again, sir, please.
And I'll get on. And
Alright.
I see these people, I assume. Look around. Oh, I didn't know it was a group affair. Oh, you're quite big. Very well. Hi, Dax. I guess we're all going to the same destination? Received a note
Yes,
about a dinner
unfortunately.
party?
Yeah, that is what it said in the note, that there'd be a group of us.
And yet none of you dressed for it? Oh well. And I'll sort of sit up in the corner and make myself nice and small. Perhaps a song to keep us occupied? Or do we prefer the silent travel?
He's just shut up.
A cheerful one! Excellent. Very well.
Raziel just kind of
Silence it
looks
is.
at everyone like singularly before then turning his eyes back out the window. Very
I'm also
grateful
looking
he's got
out.
windows.
Yeah, I'm also looking out the window like in Place Gets a Music video.
Exactly, yeah, very that.
Dax will wait about 10 minutes and then start talking again.
Oh god.
So, whenever that 10 minutes has passed. So I'll look over to Raziel and, so, is your mother or father the demon?
Excuse me?
Tiefling, right? I've always wondered how that works. Don't you have to, like... I mean, I wouldn't with a demon, but people do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. So, mother or father?
I'm not quite... We've just met. I'm not quite sure how comfortable
Oh, come on, there aren't many of you around.
Yeah,
Answer
but
the questions.
you're asking me to talk about my mum and dad's sex life, and that's kind of icky.
No,
so
just their race.
You know,
Just
not
their
only
race.
that, but like our house doesn't have many rooms, so it's not like I can avoid it anyways. So
Oh my, those are details nobody asked for. I just wanted to
You
know
asked
the
for
race of your mother and father.
Why? Why does the race matter?
Because curiosity. I mean, come on.
You know,
I'll turn to Phaedra and I'll say, surely you must be curious, right?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, well, sure. I'm not a cat. You're not a cat. Don't think he's a cat.
do you
Those
see any
Tabaxi people
cats-
are just as weird, though. I wouldn't with one of those either, would you?
Well, there are no cats here, so the curiosity clearly got the best of them.
So, is your mother a demon? Come on, spill the beans.
I'm starting to think my parent isn't the only demon around here. And I'll just like go back to looking out the window.
Ooh.
I've got on the carriage with a bunch of cheerful people. I'm the one who had to wait the longest. Oh well. So, what do we know about our benefactor? Anything more than just it might be ours? I'm assuming you were also sent this letter, and I'll waggle it around.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, do we have a copy of the letter?
If it's not in Discord.
Okay, I will scroll up.
I think I gave you just a description of what it was.
Yep.
But in each of your letters, it does describe a few personal things
Oh yeah.
for each of them.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not waving it around in that sense then. Yeah, but just so none of you know this von Zarovich personally?
Okay.
Has a lot of money.
Would I have heard of this name or no?
If you want to give me a history check.
Oh yeah. Pretty mediocre. 15.
That's mediocre. We're all fucked.
He sounds important. There's Vaughn in the middle, so that's how you know.
There's Bond in the middle.
Probably someone who thinks they're more important than they really are.
I wouldn't be guilty of that.
Yeah, that I'm side-eyeing.
I know exactly how important I am, thank you. But, well, if none of us know them personally, awful suspicious, don't you think? They contain details about your personal lives.
Do they?
Your letters?
Yeah.
So it says.
Raziel doesn't say anything.
Oh, well. Yes, it knows things only someone who's been spying on me should know, so figured this is worth investigating.
Ah, so you're here to investigate. Interesting. I can't turn my head away from a mystery. And you? Sorry, I didn't get your name, big man.
The first person to ask me my name. It's Tolgork.
Togork. Lovely. Wonderful. So, you answered the call because you were interested in the money, or because you were curious, or bit of all?
It's for me to know, and not for you to know. Yes, it is for all the money and riches.
Ah, okay. Well,
Okay.
if it's a contest between you and I for them, you can bloody well have them. I'm not interested in trying to argue that point.
There is no contest between you and I.
No, that's quite true. You are at least 6 of me. Well, maybe not. Maths was never my forte. But yes, I will contest you not. We could all gamble for it over some cards, though.
Can we please just get there?
I'm sorry, that's not within my power. How long, Caravan Man?
He does not answer you. You don't know if he's ignoring you or if he can't hear you, but there's
I
no
will.
answer.
Oh wait, do I have this yet? I don't think I have this yet. Can I point my
Not
finger
the
at his head?
caravan man.
I do have this. I will throw my voice, utilizing Wildcraft. I will pick a point up to 100 feet away. 30 feet away, sorry, and it is sounds as if it's coming from there. So I'm going to try and aim it at just next to his ear and go, "How long till we arrive?"
You feel the cart immediately stop,
Oh no.
Sick.
and you hear him get off. The reins get set down, and you hear a stomping towards the door. And the door, you feel like it's about to swing open, but there's a slight pause, and then it opens very slowly. And he says, "Please, sir, just stay in the carriage. This trip has been so difficult, and the horses are now freaked out.
Ooh.
Oh, they
We'll
are?
take a moment to settle them down, and you have now made this trip take even longer."
I've made the trip take longer. I merely asked a question.
Yes, you shouted it.
No, I
Directly-
quite carefully placed it near your ear. If it spooked the horses, I apologize ever so much, but how long will the rest of this journey take? Do you know? Is it a matter of hours or days?
I was given a direction, and then we are supposed to meet up with someone. And as you kind of see behind him, it
Excellent.
is dead night.
Well, that's not suspicious in the slightest. Fantastic. Let's get rolling. And I'm really sorry for interrupting you, sir. Carry on.
Thank you, Mr. Silvertongue.
No.
And he closes.
If he keeps this up, it's soon going to be Mr. No Tongue.
I think you're angering people.
I'll give you a sideways eye. And look, I'm sorry. I just thought we might pass the time in pleasant conversation as opposed to awkward and angry silence. But that seems to be your vibe. So, well, you're the biggest man here, so I guess you get to set the vibe. And I'll sort of shuffle a little further away from Togok and go very quiet. Start flicking through a journal.
As Dex goes quiet and after we set off again, I want to make a small gesture with my hand and cast thaumaturgy, so that close to Dex he starts hearing ominous whispers around.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'll spend a moment and sort of look around, and this just gets worse.
The murmurs are like sentences that you can't quite hear the ending of or the beginning of.
Ooh.
Positively infuriating. Hammer.
All right.
Well,
As this night sets in, he stops one more time, and you see that outside the window, that he walks around the carriage and lights up these torches. There's one on each corner, and you just see him slowly walk through and light each one. Then he hops back on, and he continues.
wow. How's the scenery out here?
It looks like it's mostly just forest.
Oh, okay.
And as you guys are heading through, it gets a little quieter. Some of you guys are probably getting ready to just take a nap or go to sleep, or it's been a long day. And then you hear these little tink, 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 tink as rain begins to pour down. You hear all of the rain hitting the metal ceiling of the carriage.
Well,
Very Phaedra.
It's gonna take even longer now. I say gloomily out the window. Now it's really a music video. I'm staring dramatically into the rain.
The carriage ride begins to get bumpier. And you see it kind of like stall a little bit. You hear the horses outside having to like basically rip their foot up from the mud to continue. Sounds very messy outside. Around the carriage, you see this low mist begin to set in.
Creepy.
I'll sort of raise my hand as if to ask permission to speak. And then I'll look around and... does anybody know exactly where we're going?
To Barovia?
Barovia? I've heard a couple of tales of people going and not coming back or mysteriously disappearing in the area. Barovia was not mentioned on my letter. Oh. Well, that's positively horrifying.
We're going to see Strahd.
Lovely.
Is this not what you had in mind, little man?
Something a little less ominous. I was thinking of a nice, chirpy sunshine journey, ending in a delicious feast. And, well, a mystery of sorts. I didn't expect an
You are in
inheritance.
the wrong car, buddy. I'm gonna give you a pat on the back when you say that.
Winston. Yeah, it would seem that way. Okay. Very well. What's that upwards? That's the second thing. Sort of. He starts singing quite quietly to himself, like a sort of, a sort of joyful.
Nervously?
Yeah, like a little sort of joyful ditty that's really not working against the rain and the misty backdrop. And he's just trying what's going? Just constantly trying to feel a little bit less shitting himself.
Dax, as you were trying to like fiddle, find something to do to occupy yourself, you pull out that letter for like the 10th time, and you see the words begin to just slowly bleed off of it.
Ugh.
Has anybody else got a letter that does this?
Ooh.
And when he holds up his letter, you see this.
Excuse me?
I am the land, my beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I am not dead, nor am I alive. I am undead forever.
I'm not seeing this. I'm holding it up to you guys. Anybody else has letter doing this?
Pull mine out. My letter out.
Yeah, me too. Does it say the same thing?
Yep, they all say the same words.
I won't pull my letter out.
My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. That's not very good grammar. But the following sentence is rather terrifying. I mean, I'm not dead either, but he says he's not dead nor alive.
Oh,
Are we inheriting from a ghost?
Idra,
that's
did you write
usually
this
how
letter?
inheritances work. No, unfortunately, but I can relate to this author.
How so? Are you also not alive? Oh.
I'll just make that symbol.
I see. Well, I'm fully alive and not dead in the slightest, although that might change shortly, looking by this. I can't see out the window. Is this a good place to get out?
Absolutely not.
I thought you liked the mystery, little man.
My name's Dax, little man. Yeah, but there's mystery and there's an ominous journey to nowhere that ends in death.
Whoever
How
said
most
it all
journeys
ended
end.
That guy! Look! We've been invited by Mr. I'm Undead Forever. Can't be a positive thing.
there? Living forever, I'm sure there's some positives.
Yeah, maybe we are the meal. Have you thought about that? We've been invited to a
Well,
feast, now maybe we're the feast, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Maybe you
I
are.
am
I'm
quite
skin
hungry.
and bones.
Hold on a second. uh,
I'm just joking.
And with that, there was a very sudden jolt as the cart that has been trying to make its way as fast as possible comes to a very sudden stop.
oh,
Dax, you were almost thrown backwards.
I'd imagine.
Have we got there?
You hear a very sloppy sound of footsteps, and you see the door open very slowly, and this man is just completely covered in water. Like, it is in the pockets of his coats. And he takes one step up to get kind of like on that little platform, and then you see him take off his shoes that are just completely covered in mud. They look like very nice shoes, completely destroyed.
Hmm.
And he steps inside, and he closes the door behind him,
Oh.
and he says, I don't exactly know how to continue here.
Oh?
What do you
What's the
mean by
problem?
that?
I cannot get the cart to move, the horses cannot pull it. I figured it was the mud, but every time I cleared it off, it just would not move.
Oh.
Is it too heavy?
I regret to even speak to you, but if you, he's talking to you, Matt, if you could be of assistance, please, it would be much appreciated.
Alright, I'll get out.
Alright.
What do I need to do?
I will call out to you and... do well, big man! The rain will bother you not. I'm sure you can manage whatever it is. Yeah, you may it be... I don't know how inspiring you found it, but it's it's a D6.
You step
Alright,
out,
what
and
do
it
I need
is
to do?
pouring outside, and he thinks about putting his shoes back on, but then just completely ignores them, and then just steps out with you in just his socks. He says, if you could help me with the back, please. And he kind of like, he gestures for you to kind of like pull it up and like kind of push it forward.
I will tell him, stand back, I can do this myself.
I don't need no old man.
And I will attempt to do that.
Alright, you kind of plant your feet in the mud. Give me a strength check. Alright.
14.
With a 14, that's pretty good. And you feel it kind of like lift up, and you hear like a cracking sound. And then set it back down, and you feel like it should be good to go. And then he takes the reins again. And as you kind of just like watch your work to make sure that it moves forward a few inches and then just stops again.
Oh, let me take a look here. I'm gonna walk to the front and try to walk forward myself, like past the horses.
Okay.
I'm gonna start casting Detect Magic inside here to see if something is magically stopping.
What are you doing?
There seems to be a problem.
Don't worry
We can't
about
move.
it. I open my spell book. Start chanting ominously.
Don't worry about it, she says. Have you any idea what she's saying? And I'll look at Raziel.
I think she's casting a spell.
Oh, I'm so glad we've got your vast intelligence to discern that. Do you know what she is casting?
You ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. No, I don't know what she's casting.
Great. So we're either all going to explore and disappear into death, or she's going to save us.
I thought you liked mystery, little man.
This is not a mystery, it's a fucking disaster.
Oh,
I'll sort of sit there, cross my fingers, cross them over my heart, because you're going to do that for 10 minutes, aren't you, Michaela?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I will
Love
not
that for
respond
you.
to anything you say until I'm done. And then I'll
good to
say,
know.
I'm just staring at you intently.
And then when I finish casting, I'll just say, I think the journey's going quite pleasantly. But then, yeah, I'll stick my head out the window and look for any magic.
Okay.
I
The
think
first thing
she
you
might
see
be insane.
is your bugbear friend just like ominously, his silhouette just like covers the window as he walks by.
Boy.
And as he's kind of like fiddling with the cart, give me an investigation.
Okay.
Matt.
Oh, not me.
Me? Investigation. Oh no, this isn't gonna be good.
Yeah, investigate.
You have a D6. Don't forget about it.
I don't know if that's gonna.
Oh, that sent me.
Go on, you're
I
gonna roll a
smash. I don't find.
6.
So, Togork, you just can't figure out what's wrong. There's wheels, they're not broken, it should be moving. The horse should just be able to pull the damn thing. It's honestly a little frustrating that you just can't figure this out. Phaedra, as you finish casting the spell, and you look out the window, the rain immediately kind of like just takes into you. You feel it just like
Yeah.
wash over you.
Feel the rain on your skin.
And you do detect some magic.
All right.
I think you do actually learn.
You learned the
school,
school? Yes.
You detect necromancy magic.
Oh no. Is that on the cart?
It is around the cart.
Oh, jeez. So, okay. I'll just stick my head back in. Something necromantic is keeping us bound here, it seems. Should be cautious.
Something necromantic is keeping us here? Do you mean like there is a host of undead holding our cart aloft or something?
I'm already getting out of the cart to go.
Oh, bye!
I will follow her out the car to get away from him.
Okay, Dax sort of
gonna
puts
look
his,
at the horses
puts his
too.
feet up a little, sort of, it's okay, keep on riding, I'm striding, it's okay. Looking around, thinking he's gotta move at some point.
Anything magical on the horses or the old man who's been driving?
The old man does appear to be slightly magical as well. It is coming from the pendant that is around his neck.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna just stare at him unsettlingly for a minute, and then kind of keep looking around, I guess.
You do detect illusion coming from it.
Oh my goodness. Very suspicious.
You see Togork, just completely covered in water, just walking around, and at this point you think it's just the horses. You think they're just not strong enough to pull the cart anymore.
Oh no.
And Phaedra, as you begin to investigate, you feel... as you're walking through the mud, your feet just kind of like sink into it, but you try to take one more step, and your foot just does not move.
Okay. Is it past a certain radius, like away from the cart, that I can't move?
It is just when you're walking around the cart.
Okay. Oh no. Well,
What's
is
the
this
problem?
necromantic magic like on me or affecting my foot, I guess?
It is definitely on the ground.
No.
And you see, kind of around where your ankle is, you see it slowly begin to form into a hand.
Ugh, disgusting.
And with that, we're going to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Should I
Oh
roll
my
even though I'm
goodness.
still in the cart?
Yeah.
How do I roll with an advantage for initiative?
Right click it.
Yeah.
Click advantage.
Oh, I
Pretty
see, I
bad.
see, I see.
You're fine. What the heck?
Oh shit. I'm in the cart. Why am I going so soon?
You're jumpy.
There we go.
OMG. Wow.
I
Look
wasn't
at
paying
this.
attention. I was outside.
I think everybody but Dax was outside.
Look at
Barn pulls out
this.
the roots. Yeah, but Phaedra, I need you to give me a strength saving throw right at the start.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Hey, not too shabby. I got a 15.
Can I just confirm, is everybody's token working for vision?
Yes.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great, cool, okay.
And
I'm sorry, I
can
only
move
set
it
them up
around.
like 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Got a 15. I actually have +1 to strength.
Is everything alright out there?
Be ready.
Yeah, with a 15, you are able to break away from it, and you see that it's almost like crusty, like it's hardened, and you see that there is like a severed hand made of mud that's just attached to your leg.
I don't know what just happened. Did I delete
And you
myself?
see another hand begin to come out and slowly reach towards you, but then it kind of like slaps into the mud, and pulling itself out is a humanoid figure with tattered clothing, and he is just completely drenched in this mud that has just caked to his body. And Dax, you are up first.
Yeah, I called out the cart. Is everything alright out there?
We're being attacked.
Oh. Good luck! And I will look out the window briefly. Can I see anything from where I am?
That is a great question. Let me check. You should be able to. There's windows pretty much all the way around the cart. Yeah,
Is it
you can
this
see
thing?
Phaedra.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I see the monster?
Yes. You
Oh,
see him
you
kind of
are
like
being
coming
attacked.
up out of the ground.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm reading my spell. Hold on. Nope. Not casting that. I'll call out the window. Try not to die. And then I shall look at the monster and leave us, you ugly fool! Before you get more than you bargained for. We've got a big man, and we're not afraid to use him. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm casting vicious mockery.
Okay.
Also, I'm just for the first time ever using this leather-bound journal. I've decided I've been saving it for a campaign I'm in as a player because I just don't have time to run it as a DM. And I'm so
As a natural one.
Okay. He will take a whopping and immense. I'm rolling for D&D Beyond for this one turn only. 3
Wow.
psychic damage. But more importantly, he will have disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes before the end of his next turn.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome.
Then Phaedra.
Sorry, I should have said when I said try not to die. Phaedra, you've got bardic inspiration.
Oh. How inspirational. Sorry, I think I broke something. I can't see anything anymore. The screen is just black.
I'm
Oh.
sure that's a you thing.
Seriously? It was working and then it just turned black.
Oh, you have multiple tokens on the thing now. I don't know where those.
I thought it was because I deleted my token at first, but dragging a new one on doesn't do anything.
Let me go grab you again. Oops. There you are. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Oh my god, there's so many of me. Alright, let me... Okay. Which one is the real one? Is
This one.
the real me?
Yep, up at the top.
Okay, cool. Great. And there's a zombie right next to me, huh?
Yeah. You see he is going after you with his other hand,
Oh.
like reaching up towards you.
Well, he has disadvantage. Not that that will probably matter. Yeah, I'm right next to this fool. So I guess I'm gonna... Magic Missile.
Okay.
Okay. It's 3 of these darts, right? 1, 2, and 3. Pretty decent.
It's at 12.
So 12 damage on this fool.
All right.
Is that disadvantage on an attack like that applies to opportunity attacks, right? I don't think I'm
It
gonna
applies
take
to
one, but
the next attack it makes before the end of its turn. Period.
okay. I'm sorry for this old man, but maybe I will just try to run away. Oh wait, can I move at all through this mud?
Yeah, it is just difficult terrain.
Okay, okay. Can I climb back into the cart?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll take an opportunity attack. But yeah, I'm trying to just...
Okay.
I'm scurry back inside.
You're gonna shut the door behind you?
Sure.
Oh, hello! Oh, you didn't die. Excellent.
Not
Come
yet.
and join me, and I'll pat the seat next time.
You see him try to grab you again, but he just like stumbles forward as he's not fully out of the mud yet. And he just kind of slaps into it again.
Awesome.
Tries to pull himself out again.
This is the necromancy I must have sensed.
It's gonna be old man's turn.
You
Oh,
don't
be
say.
careful, old man.
Ooh.
He is going to take a hand crossbow out from under his coat. And
If that carriage driver dies, I am going to be furious.
Me too.
oh man. Oh, that's terrible. You see him very quickly kind of like flip out this hand crossbow, and he fires 3 shots. And all 3 of them just sink into the mud. None
Wow.
of them hit.
Useless. Can't drive, can't shoot.
Reziel, you hear
I'm
something
fine.
going on the other side of this cart.
Yes. So I am going to like tiptoe my way round the car to about here, and then I'm gonna bonus action hide, like with my like back against the carriage.
Okay.
And I think that's a stealth check.
Yeah, stealth check.
13.
Okay.
And then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Togort.
Alright, I'm just gonna step right over the carriage
Alright.
Walk through it.
and like walk over the seats, walk over the dude and just jump down.
Alright. There's finally
Right on
something
top
you
of
can
it.
hit and smash.
And I'm gonna jump on it and I'm going to just bring down my great axe on it.
Ooh.
Alright.
17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
For 16 slashing damage.
God damn.
Alright, this thing not even fully out of the mud yet. You just smash it and it just splatters everywhere. There are no insides. It just appears to be completely made of mud.
Wow, what?
This spell was holding up the cart.
Is my detect magic still up? Do I still sense necromancy around us?
Yes. If you are looking at Dax, it is to your right.
Oh no. I will yeah, I will shout that out if to Togort. I think there's still more of them on the other side.
Oh, I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna stand right here.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Raziel, you're a sloshing sound, kind of like on the other side of the cart.
Oh no.
And you see another one of those guys trying to pull himself up out of the mud. There are
Oh.
a few more. Dax and We'll figure out who can see. Yeah. Dax and Phaedra see two more, kind of like further ahead, slightly to the right of the cart. And they have to use their entire action to get up out of that mud. So Dax, you're up.
They're on the other side of the cart. We're being surrounded. Come on, Togok, you've got this. And I'll put my crossbow. Sort of. You still got bardic inspiration, right, Matt? You haven't used it.
Yes.
Great. Okay. I'll lay my crossbow on the edge of the window, and I will try and fire at this one here.
Okay.
Wait, I've rolled a d12 to hit. Excuse me. That is a... I was like, what? This doesn't have enough sides. That is a 15 to hit.
15 hits?
Okay. I need to get a d8 out. Where's the d8? Oh, that's not bad. That is 8 piercing damage. Non-magical, obviously. Yeah, that's me. I will cower in the back of the cart, having told Togok where they are. Let's see.
All right. Phaedra, you see Dax kind of scramble to the other side of the cart, fire a bolt out that kind of just like sticks into this guy, and he's just unfazed by it. He definitely took the damage, but he's not feeling it.
How about you feel this? I will chill touch that one. That same one.
Okay.
Ugh. Hold on. I'll use my bardic inspiration. I forgot I also have portents. I gotta remember to use those too. That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits?
This fella. Awesome. Alright. Oh boy. Just the worst. Just the worst. The point is, he can't regain hit points. A ghostly hand is clinging to him. I don't know if that does anything. And he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. That's the important bit.
Alright.
But he got 1 damage. Is he feeling that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a little bit of like crumbs kind of like fall off his shoulder.
Alright.
So the old man's turn is going to try again.
Yeah, old man, redeem yourself. What's this old man's name again? Barnabal.
Yep, that's correct. And all 3 hit. Yeah, he's going to shoot this one in front of the cart. You see him rapidly just fire 3 crossbow bolts.
Nice.
Alright. It seems to have done a pretty good amount of damage.
Okay, old man. Sorry
See him
to
kind of
have
just
you.
like sink in to this like zombie creature, and then the bolts just kind of like slowly sink down. Like they've been just plunged into mud. Raziel.
Okay, so I am going to okay, so am I still hidden?
Yeah.
Or do I need to hide again?
As far as you know.
Okay, then I will, in that case, throw one of my handy daggers at this guy coming out of the ground.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
15 to hit?
Yeah.
Josh,
through
did you
the
roll with
rain-
advantage?
Oh, sorry.
Because you're not seen. Yeah. Otherwise, you don't get sneak attack.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with the first roll. And that's 8 piercing damage.
11.
Plus
Okay.
3 sneak. Yes.
You got it.
Thank
Yep.
you. And then I'll
Nice.
just tiptoe around this side of the car.
Are you hiding
All
again?
Yes, bonus action hiding again.
Give me another stealth check.
Sure. Sorry, it's my first time playing a rogue.
Nice.
That's
you're fine.
18.
You're doing well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Gonna
That's my
flick
turn.
out that dagger through the rain. You see it hit it right in the head, and just takes a big chunk off of it. And all that's left is kind of like just the mouth and a single eye. You swoop back around the cart. Togork.
Alright, looks like I gotta go back over the cart again.
It's true.
He's just climbing over the seat, getting it all muddy.
Yep, sure am. Still pissing me off. And I swing.
Okay.
A 25.
Yeah, that hits.
For 15 damage.
Okay. With that one, you just go right through the middle. It gets taken in half, just severed right down the middle, and you see both halves just kind of like sink into the mud and kind of meld with it. Not even a person anymore.
Then I'm going to 5 more feet of movement. I'm just gonna go stand right there.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. This one is going to lunge forward at you. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That is 3 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to give me a strength save.
21.
Yeah. You see, that he kind of like tries to like mush his body around yours, and you just take one hand and just like shove him backwards. This one is going to try the same thing. As a 6 to hit, which definitely doesn't hit. That one tries to do the same thing, but just like slops into the mud. And then Dax, you are up.
Pitiful.
I'll look out the window, and seeing that they're so close to Togok, and knowing that I'm not the best shot, I will sort of lay my crossbow down. Damn it! They're too close! And I will call out to the unwounded one. Say, blockhead! Over here! See if I can get his attention. And then duck down behind the thingy, attempting to basically disorient him a little bit. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw as I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I hate those d4s. I'm not rolling that one. There we go.
That is another natural one.
Nice! It is 2 psychic damage. You'll have disadvantage on his next attack.
Alrighty.
And I will just call out to Togok. Are you alright out there?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Excellent. I wasn't worried about you. Carriage driver, are you alright out there?
I'm fine. I'm just kind of enjoying the show.
Good. Don't die before we get to our destination, please.
Please.
And then,
That's the goal.
I'll duck back in. Yeah, I think... Oh. No, do you know what? I will. Sorry. I'm just going to sort of quickly poke my head out the other window and take a look around and then just shout out, I don't know where you are, but if you're still alive, Raziel, fight well! And I will Bardic Inspire Raziel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did roll a perception check, but your stealth check beat it.
Through the rain and all of the combat, you hear that voice kind of chime out from inside the carriage. And then Phaedra.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this same one, this bloodied one, a chill touch.
You had used your Bardic Inspiration, actually, hadn't you, Miguel? I could have just given it to you, standing right next to me.
That's alright. That's a dirty 20 to hit. Surely this damage will be better. It's 5.
Okay.
5 necrotic on the bloodied one.
Yeah.
And I'm still, I guess, kind of looking out the window for any more of these things that might be popping up anywhere.
Okay. You see that ghostly hand, kind of like that was pressed up against his shoulder, kind of slide up his neck.
Ooh.
And just kind of like, what is it, necrotic? Yeah.
It
all of
is.
the mud there just begins to turn black and ashy.
Ugh.
And you
These
see
things
the
are
head.
made out of mud? Is that what they look like?
Mhm.
Like not real flesh zombies? Okay. Ugh.
The neck just turns to ash, and the head just like flops into the mud.
I do that creepy laugh.
What is wrong with you? We didn't.
That's my turn.
Alright. It's gonna be a Barnable. He's going to Toadwork. You see a flurry of bolts kind of fly around you. Only one sinks in directly into that mud zombie's ear. Just goes right into it.
Ugh.
And then Brazil. This is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna come sneaking around this side of the carriage, and I will throw my second dagger at this muddy zombie guy.
Okay.
Oh
Nat
shit!
20.
Go off.
All right.
Cool. 6 piercing damage, and then I don't know if the sneak attack damage is doubled as well, but that's 8 altogether.
It sure is.
It is. Oh, okay, so 10 altogether.
Okay.
Josh, I don't think that's rolled crit damage.
Yeah, I think it's just 1 damage.
Because that's 1d4 plus 5, right? And 1d6 is just rolled a 2. So you need to roll an instance of both. Yeah, I think with Rogue, because you roll with advantage, if your nat 20 comes first, you need to right-click and click crit damage. Because you need to roll a d4 as well.
I see. Wait, why do I need to roll?
Because the dagger isn't rolled as crit damage either.
Oh, my bad.
It didn't roll as a crit at all because the nat 20 was the first of the 2 rolls. There you go.
So,
11. Same as you did with your normal attack the first time.
much better. Much better. And then I will take a step back and again bonus action hide, which is a 21.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
I'll just turn to Phaedron. How many daggers do you think he has?
Hopefully more. Do the daggers, like, sink into the mud when these things die?
You don't even see him. You just see the daggers like flying around the cart past the window.
Oh boy. I'll have to go collect those.
Toadwork. You're up.
Seen that last attack. Tor doesn't know where it came from, but he's very impressed.
Wow. Friendship points with Togor?
That is an 11. I'm gonna use my inspiration though. With D6 on it.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Alright, that hits.
It is 7. I rolled twice, ignore the second one. 7 slashing damage.
Okay. Let me stop that. Yeah. And with that last hit, you kind of just like clump him into the ground like he's clay.
I'll turn to
Anyone
Phaedron.
else want to kill something today?
You can definitely have the inheritance! If it exists.
And now that the fight's over, I'll like come out of the shadows and see
Is it
if I
actually
can.
over?
And is
It
it?
seems to be.
Okay. I'll see if I can pick up those 2 daggers. They're my only 2 throwing daggers.
Give me an investigation check. With disadvantage, because they're probably in the mud somewhere.
Right here.
That's a 9.
You still have inspiration.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
How
you
much
do.
is the
It's a D6.
inspiration?
One right next to me, and I'm gonna pick it up.
That's a 10.
Okay. With a 10, you can find the first one, and Togor will definitely hand you the second one.
Oh, perfect.
because it went right into that zombie.
Fantastic.
I'll take it from him and just quietly nod.
Give you a nod back.
Well fought.
We move now, driver.
Are we good to move?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Great.
Gonna sit back in my seat.
Oh, you're both very wet. And I'll sort of sit on my dry patch in the corner.
I'm dripping all over.
Again, I'm gonna like wipe my hand on Dax's sleeve or whatever.
He looks like he slightly sort of hesitates for a moment, and then he's like, "Just because you're big, it doesn't mean you have to be mean. This jacket was expensive."
Ignore.
I take a silk handkerchief out and start like wiping down.
Yeah, but compared to 5 minutes ago when you were all dry and inside, now you are all caked in mud. Well, most of you.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a bit
some
here.
now.
Just that.
Yeah. Gross.
Did anybody get hit?
No,
Okay, I won't bother
I got
playing
it.
this.
not even Barnable.
Oh, you did?
I got hit once.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost 3 HP.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Well, if this journey takes a little while, I know that you're picky, Mr. Big Man, but it's Togok, sorry. But if you want, I've heard sometimes my music can soothe the lighter of wounds. If we are able to take a short rest in the cart, you may, and you roll HP, you may add 5 to any hit points you restore. But only if you want to, and only if you choose to. You must use your own hit die first, though. So if you're only missing 3 HP, it might not be worthwhile.
And yeah, that doesn't do anything.
No.
On hit dice, I'll get minimum 4 HP.
Exactly.
Back with a hit dice.
But it was it's worth introducing it now because I'm going to do it every time we take a short rest. Well, I find it soothing anyway. You didn't seem particularly surprised or fazed, Phaedra, by the undead monsters clawing at your legs?
Well, I had a feeling something was coming up. I can't abide the undead. And this note makes me think there's a big undead in charge of all of them. Keep your eyes open. Do I still see any necromancy around? Are we good?
You do not.
Rain effect is wild.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you keep your magical eyes open, and I'll keep my faith that if we do encounter any more, you guys will dispatch them excellently, as you did.
Sure.
Oh, I hope there's food, even if we die at the end of it.
We're the food, remember?
Well, I'm hoping we might get food to fatten us up before we are the food. I'd really, really kill for a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of like regroup, take a breather. You can take a short rest if you need to. But I think that's where we're going to stop.
Cool. Right. Awesome start.
Yes. Loving it. That's right, that rain effect was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Very cool.
what a first session.
Oh my goodness, I know. I'm so hyped.
Even if Matt's mean. I don't know if you want to lead the MVP thing, Tyler.
Yeah, sure. Probably the RP moment when picking up Dax at the very end.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot there.
Yeah, we had a good little chat. That's great. Josh?
Oh, but such a good first session in so many things. But probably just like the atmosphere of everything. Like Tyler like did it just so well. Like with like it's all very calm and chill, and then like this rain stars, and then the fog stars, and then one of the characters pisses off the coachman, and we're like, oh shit, he's gonna come in and yell at us, and then he just slowly opens the door. He's like, we'll be there soon, it's fine. Yeah, it's just really, really cool.
Yeah, it was well built up. Matt?
It's only been like an hour or 2 hours, but we got a good party dynamic going so far.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Sorry. You liking it? I just like the way that you tried to shut down character introductions for like silence. Not introducing my character, shut up.
Well, it wasn't that he was trying to get you to not talk. You were just annoying him.
That's fair. That's fair. As long as it's not actually annoying for you as a player.
Yeah, that's all it was. It's not that he doesn't like other people talking. Just what you were doing specifically was annoying.
Oh, very well. I will take it personally. Michaela.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I like this dynamic of it feels like Raziel and Dax are pretty normal people, and then Togork is just very mean, and Phaedra's very unsettling, and I really am liking our dynamic already. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Dax doesn't come across too annoying, but he does like a question or three. I still want to know whether it's your mother or father that's a demon.
Me, Matt, have zero problem.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I don't mind if I'm annoying your characters, I just don't want to annoy you guys.
No, he's great.
No. What Tolgor thinks and what Matt thinks is two different things.
Well, of course. That's how the game works. But yeah, I mean, obviously I played an almost silent character in Sasro. And I thought I'd go completely the other way in this one. I really liked what...
I'm very excited. So
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying I'm really
No,
excited
that's right.
to interact more with Dex.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be great fun. He likes that, but he's gonna love you even if you don't love him, because he's gonna see you as the ultimate protector. I loved when Michaela leant out the window and was like, "Feel the rain on your skin." I really hope you're gonna quote more songs, especially emo songs, as this character.
I'm exciting for her to just talk in like creepy quotes.
I love that. I'm really, I was looking forward to that. And obviously Josh and I going off on the lyrics in the song in the chat because of it. But my favorite line from this whole session was when the coach driver came in and said, "That's enough, Mr. Silvertongue," and Matt turned around and went, "Or no tongue if he carries on," which I thought was really clever. But yeah, I think Josh hit the nail on the head. The atmosphere is so cool. Like the rain effect on the map. I don't know if that's a book thing or if that's a you thing. But it's so cool, like the rain effect over the map, combined with the sort of the rain on the carriage sound. I felt like I was there. And yeah, super creepy. And I do think we have a great party dynamic, but it only works in a good atmosphere. Cool.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, really great first session.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's well on end.
Okay.